Here's my first NU game ever against ConickHD, so I'm going to be explaining my team, my thought process in the battle, etc. So first of all, we have in the lead spot a Cincino. It's just a quick life orb, U-turner, late game, break-in, substitutes, multi-attack, that sort of thing. Next up we have Rhydon, a max special defense. He's my rocker. Actually, it's a she, I believe. Just a nice shuffler with Rest, Sleep Talk, and Dragon Tail. So that's designed to really wall and will down the enemy team. Next up we have Combuskin, who's NU, surprisingly. So I'm just going to try to sweep with that whenever I can get the chance, because speed boost and actually special attacks works really well. I have Crocodile, Moxie, Scarfer, a good revenge killer, actually nice trapper with Pursuit. Then I have Slowking, really to protect Rhydon, because I can abuse that regenerator to take hits and come back in, and that's also great with specs, because I can fire off a very strong attack, then disappear. Then just in the final spot there, I have a Magneton. Eviolite, Analytic, just a nice bulky special attacker, really. So he's going to lead off with the Tauros, because he saw my Cincino. This was actually one of the first times I let it off with what was the first Pokemon in my party. I'm going to U-turn. I see as he intimidates, so it's not sheer force. I'm going to expect the normal attack and go into my Rhydon to take it, resisted. I always seem to get crit U-turns on the first turn and never, ever, ever crit besides that. Besides unnecessary crits. So he's going to Rock Climb, and that does absolutely nothing despite no defensive investment. But he gets the Confuse hacks, and I guess that's what you get out of not having sheer force is hacks. And it really makes the game more exciting. So he's going to EQ, and I'm going to get some unluckiness of my own, and that kind of evens out the whole crit thing, because I lose the turn. So I'm going to switch out, expecting him to EQ again, and go into my Slowking, because I believe Slowking can take one, and then I'll recover all of that back up with Regenerator when I go back into Rhydon, so it can take the predicted normal attack, resisted, nice and easy. So it works perfectly. He goes for a double edge now, just trying to kill Slowking, and my switching freely because of no rocks is really working out. So between Life Orb and double edge, he's going down, though my Rhydon's taking some pretty heavy damage. He's going to go into Tangling. I have to play it safe. I don't want to get power whipped or something. So to take the grass move, I'm going to go into Combuskin. Also, he might think I'm physical because Blaziken's physical and stay in. So he seeds me. I really don't care. I'm not that bulky. I'm just going to try to go for that Fire Blast, because his team is pretty weak to fire and rock. So that's great. And he stays in, over-predicting, I guess, thinking I am physical. So that's a clean kill. 6-4, I believe, right now. Life Orb speed boost, so I'm getting fast. I know I'm seated, but I'm going to protect seeing the Fearow, just in case it's scarfed, and so I can scout out what move it's going into so I can go to the appropriate counter. Since he Drill Pecked, it was worth a Leech Seed damage. I'm going to go back into Rhydon, just so it can nice and easy take that Drill Peck, and that's going to work out perfectly. It's pretty cool. That's exactly what he does. So he's playing nice and safe right now. I can make those calm predictions and then later in the match start going a little more radical. He's going to Drill Peck again. I guess he is choice, so that's great. Now I'm going to be able to rest, because looking at the damage, I knew I could take another one. So I'm going to get all that health back, and now I'm going to proceed to just try to stay in case he switches or something, and go with that Sleep Talk. If he switches, I might be able to get the Dragon Tail and force him into something he doesn't want to go into, or I'll be able to set up my rocks, which will be great for Rotom and Spearow. And I'm actually going to get the Dragon Tail, and that is great because it is just shuffling him out. Although since he's choiced, he now can lock himself into a new move. He's going to go for that Drill Liner. Must be a new 5th gen move. That does a respectable amount. I'm going to Sleep Talk and now get my rocks up, and that's great because it's going to really help whittle down his team, and that's exactly what I want. So I'm just going to stay in, I believe, just so I can wake up and shuffle this guy out. Yep, that's good. That was my thinking. I don't like just walling to death. Eventually, with my phasers, I just try to stay in and keep phasing for the sake of momentum and kind of just working on his enemy team a bit to just lower generally the health of all of them. He predicts my Dragon Tail, which is great. I could have gone for rest. That was a very smart play. He switched up his prediction style and it caught me off guard. So kudos to you. I force him out of this thing. I could go into Slowking to take it, but I'm afraid he might predict me doing that, so I just say, let's play it safe. Try to go for that rest, and right on dies, but it's okay. So I'm going to go into Crocodile. I could Pursuit, but I didn't think it would kill. I just wanted to crunch catching something else on the switch to kill it, because I don't think that Hypno's much of a threat. So personally, I much rather see Fearow go down now that I lost Rhydon than pursuing and maybe killing Hypno. That was just my thinking. So I'm going Moxie. Now, I really don't know what this thing is because I've just phased it in. So if it's bulky, I believe it can take a crunch. So I'm just going to play it safe, go back into Slowking. I should be able to take a hit. And then, once again, Regenerator. And I can probably fire off some powerful Specs thing. So he fortunately goes for the Pain Split. That seems like a logical play, because he's going to get a lot of health back. But I'm going to hit him with that Specs Fire Blast, and there's no way super effective. He's going to be able to take that, so that's another Pokemon down, and that's great, because I'm at a little below half health, but I'll recover a lot of that with Regenerator. So he's going to go into Absol. I am not going to want to stay in, so I'm going to go into my Magneton now, because I believe I can resist most of his hits. And he goes to Sucker Punch, so that's going to do nothing to me. I'm going to go for Thunderbolt now, just because of Analytic, trying to get some nice damage. I don't know if Analytic activates here. He's going to go into his Hypno, probably one of those 4th Gen special walls, but that did a lot. Although I do have like 394 or something special attack, plus Analytic, maybe, and Thunderbolt's powerful. So I'm just going to stay in until this thing dies, just like what I do with my Phaser, trying to weaken his team as much as possible. So he's trying to protect and stuff. T-Wave, just phase out, hoping for some hacks so he can heal up some health. That's really his only opportunity and chance at this point, though if this thing somehow doesn't manage to finish him off. I'm sure Crocodile can clean up house easily, or even Combuskin. And even Cincino, actually. That could probably rack everything, assuming it takes a Sucker Punch. So he's protecting Wishing. My goal, once again, is try to T-Bolt. Unfortunately for him, I'm not going to get Parahaxed. And they'll take him out. So it all comes down to if I get Parahaxed here or not. And, I don't. So that's cool. I don't take the Sucker Punch all too well, but, that's game. So great game. It was really fun to try out NU. Do you guys like NU? I'm curious, because personally, I prefer UU to all the tiers. This is nice because there's a lot of unexpected stuff in it. But just comment below what you think about NU. Any comments on my team or